absolutely incredible. The amount of work that they have been doing in Pakistan for so long. Poverty, women, education, you name it. And Miss Shaheen Atikur Rahman, I'm really looking forward to have an engaging conversation with her as well. And there are so many ways to help. Assalamu alaikum.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm okay.
Can you hear me? We had, is the internet okay at your end? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I'm loud and clear. I can see your pretty face also.
Okay, perfect. Well, I really wanted to have such an engaging conversation with you for so long. So many of your fans have been messaging me that, Shaheen auntie is the best and Shaheen ma'am is the best. So I was like, I have to have this conversation with her. First of all, how is...
They don't know me. I'm not the best. I'm a toughie.
You're a toughie, huh? You're a toughie for sure. But thank you so much for joining us. How is quarantine treating you so far?
Well, it's very sad how the whole edifice has collapsed. They are more poor than ever before. And it is very sad what is happening, and we are unable to look after everyone. So it is an issue, and especially we've forgotten the rural poor, more so the women. And that is what is so painful.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a little bit about Ms. Shaheen Atikur Rahman as well, the founder of Bunyad Foundation. She has worked as a Minister of Social Welfare, Women Development, Baitul Mal for the development of the society, as chairperson of Red Cross to deal with the disasters and rehabilitation, and as the chairperson of Punjab Social Services Board. She has built the capacity of about 5,000 NGOs, and she's done so much more, mashallah, mashallah. It's incredible the kind of work that you've done for our country. For people who don't exactly know कि बुनियाद फाउंडेशन क्या करती है, in a nutshell आप उनको बताना चाहेंगी please?
सबसे बड़ा issue है वो है women and children. They are not given their due alternatives to face life. And the problem is that we are one of the largest countries who have such a large mass of illiterates. So we keep concentrate on making girls, women literate in the rural area. And we form them into groups and we try to help them, connecting them to the line departments and all. So it's very rewarding. We've touched the lives of about 25 lakhs. And they're all ahead. So it's beautiful. It's our country, it's our duty, that's it. It's no benefit to anyone. And I'm doing it as a volunteer because I love even the flies in this country.
That goes to show, your pure heart and your pure soul. I have a message from Toronto for you. It's been sent in by Rida. She's one of our regular viewers on FN91's Insta Live sessions. And she says, wow, ma'am, they really need to be given their equality rights for education and workforce. She's talking about women in Pakistan.
Yes, women with a little bit of knowledge, they start changing their lives. And it's very important because the mother is the first school of a child. She teaches you revenge or forgiveness. So women are the soul of this whole world. And unfortunately, we have not been giving them the right sort of alternative. We adore our mothers and hate our wives. So we are trying to be different. And the ones who are changing it are women, are the mother-in-laws, the sister-in-laws. And you told them there's no rival.
Right.
Just let's make it a better tomorrow. And the feeling is immense because our women have done changes in their system and society. And I'm totally optimistic.
Lovely, lovely. So I have a message for you. This is actually an interesting question. Somebody says, is it true that Mother Teresa was your mentor?
One of them. I had the good fortune of also being close to Nelson Mandela.
Wow, that's incredible.
Also, our own Edie. Also, a lot of great people. I was very, very fortunate that that was my reward. I never had money, but I had these beautiful mentors who took me through to make them understand, to make me understand there's much more to life than a Pajero or a Prado or Jode or whatever.
The brands.
When you live in a person, when you live in a person, a little tiny portion in that heart, you never die. And that's what a good teacher is. And that's what we try to do.
Absolutely, that's lovely. That's lovely. I have a message for you from Michelle Hira, who says you are a wonder woman.
She's absolutely wrong.
Well, I trust her.
Old. She herself is coming up as a new youngster taking on life, which is beautiful, because people are running after a lot of things which are meaningless. And Hira is one of those young people who thinks of tomorrow for others. The emphasis is on for others.
Yes.
Because we are so much in love with our own egos. We don't move out of it.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Lovely, that's lovely. Brita says that fashion is nothing, looks are nothing, personality and a good heart means the most. So you have to have a good heart and soul. So ma'am, my question to you next would be, a lot of people who are watching this on FM91's live session would want to know that how can they be either a part of Bunyad Foundation or how can they contribute from their end?
You see, there are many ways of contributing. It's not only money. I think the most expensive thing is time. When you just look around and see people who do not learning, you see something, for example, whenever there's a bad case against women or children, I always complain. Because that is also a power, to complain and to chase the complaint. So people just can't take you for a ride if you are not well off.
Absolutely. Right.
And they can just help out instead of making fun. We make fun of everyone. We are criticizing everything. But this country is gorgeous. It's given us a home.
Of course.
And we can do a bit. Little bit is a lot. When we stop hating, when we stop thinking that we are better than the other, when our egos are a bit under in the cupboard, we can make a difference. And that is what Mother Teresa told me. Reach out to make a difference. Because then that candle never dies. We have to give hope. Because everywhere there are issues. Where there are human beings, there are issues. So we shouldn't care. If we have people who think of life beyond death, that is by giving hope. You never die.
That's gorgeous. It always keeps alive. So we have a message for you from Female Farmer Official, and they're saying that you are one of the biggest role models in Pakistan, and you have created the platform of social welfare when you were the Minister of Social Welfare. And is it true that you're also a Child Rights Commissioner?
Yes, I'm also Child Rights Commissioner in the federal government, and a bit of a pain for most people. But I tell you that the Muhtasib Ala, the Ombudsman of Islamabad, they're doing a good job. They are quietly chasing people. And that is what to do. We have to complain and to chase the complaint till it is found.
Right.
There are not enough shoulders for people to cry on. So just being a shoulder is strength.
Lovely. I'm learning so much, just to hear you live right now. I've got a message for you. Somebody says Bunyad has been distributing rations in the COVID emergency in 8 cities. Can you give us some details on that? We would love to know.
We are very lucky. I've got a young niece who's a very big bully.
Aren't they all?
She got after me. I was so depressed. She got after me. And we have given rations to about over 4,000 families.
Wow, mashallah.
And it is enough to keep them going for a month.
Lovely.
And rural area, slum areas. But what has shaken me totally is the poverty which I've seen. And that is because we are breeding too much. We are not thinking of managing smaller families.
Yes.
That is very, very essential. We are breeding so terribly, and that is not good for the children. They have very few alternatives then. So if we think of the children, we must have fewer kids. I don't have one.
Okay, well, I've got my nieces and nephews, and you were just mentioning something. So that's enough for me I can understand, relate to that. So we have 2 more minutes left to this live session. So I really want to mention a few questions. Somebody says, could you please tell us about the awards that you won for literacy?
I won the highest in education, which is the literacy, called Comenius Award. And then I got another one from the Korean government, again UNESCO, called the King Sejong Award.
Okay.
So both are there for making the illiterate literate.
Okay.
Because
Lovely.
Pakistan, unfortunately, has one of the highest numbers of illiterates
Yes.
in the world. I think third or fourth in numbers, we are the worst. And that is our shame, our collective shame, because we care a damn about the poor.
Yeah. So Rida says you're a very inspirational individual and you remind me of Benazir Bhutto. She also did a lot for Pakistan and for the women and young girls.
I knew her when she was a young kid. Her mother and my mother were very good friends.
Yeah.
We used to call her Pinky then.
Yeah.
But
Really?
she was very thin, scrawny little child. And my best wishes to her. I knew her mother very well, Auntie Nusrat. But then you see, we need a lot of us. We need a lot of Benazirs. We need a lot of you, a lot of me. There are not enough women out because women usually are so jealous of each other that they don't come up together. Men don't talk against each other as much as women.
They build each other up, they promote each other, encourage each other, support each other.
A secretary told me, a woman secretary, everyone was worrying her because unfortunately she was good looking. And she said the men's club is something very strong.
Yeah.
And women should now start forming themselves into clubs. Let's not talk against each other. Let us talk of those who are more unfortunate. Let us move ahead for a better tomorrow for the youngsters, for the children. We have to grow up also. We also have to grow up. We are very immature, I'm sorry to say.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I wish we had more time. We just have 1 more minute left. So Meher F. Hussain says, hello, Auntie Shaheen.
Oh, how is she?
I hope she's doing well. She looks good.
Intelligent young woman.
I'm sure she is.
All the very sharp young girl, and she's doing her bit in a conservative background. But that is my hope. When these youngsters bloom and come out from the ground to help others, that's how the ball keeps rolling.
Absolutely. Abdullah says Bunyad has touched the lives of over 1 million. That's fantastic. So lastly,
No,
ma'am,
no. 25 lakhs.
25 lakhs over 1 million is a bit low then, Abdullah. Maybe you should, just revise your maths a little bit.
No, what we are doing is that we are trying to spillover effect, trying to make other people take over.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. This is our country. We have to do it. That's it.
Absolutely. I mean, we must do anything that is possible for us because every effort counts. So lastly, ma'am, we'd like you to give a message to the youth and to everybody who's watching this in the lockdown situation. What should be your take-home message for everybody in quarantine?
Learn, read. Read biographies, look into the lives of others. See, everyone had to struggle. And only through struggle can you become something. Without struggle, you cannot achieve anything. And don't live on your parents or the fame and name of your elders. Be yourself. Be something. And that is the only way is by helping others. That's the only peace.
Absolutely. Thank you so mumuch, Ms. Shaheen Atikur Rehman, of course, the founder of Bunyad Foundation, and a gem, the pride of Pakistan, has always been doing so much for the society. We are in awe of your work, ma'am, and we salute you for your efforts. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Take care. Thank you also.
Take care. Have a great night. Bye-bye.